কথা বললে?
হ্যাঁ, কথা বললাম ওর সঙ্গে। ওকে বললাম আজকে সোনার খিচুড়ি বানিয়েছে, বলছে বাহ। ব্রেড কিন্তু ফ্রিজে রাখতে নেই সোনা, ব্রেড বাইরে রাখ, ঠিক আছে? ব্রেডটা ডাইনিং টেবিলে রাখবি? হ্যাঁ, মানে ডাইনিং টেবিলে রাখছি, ফ্রিজে ভরা উচিত নয় ব্রেড।
Hey guys, am I audible? Hello, am I audible? Is it better now? Hello, is voice clear now? Let me know if voice is clear now. All right. So today is going to be a big journey. A lot of things I'm going to talk about, and it is going to little loud will be better. Okay, sound is I think still lower. Okay, let me check. But I will use AirPods 1 minute.
চার্জ হচ্ছে নাকি?
Hello. Is the voice clear now? Hey guys, let me know if voice is good now. All right, perfect. Okay, let's call it today. It's going to be a lot of mind-blowing updates. So I will just ping once more in the group and then we'll start. We are going to cover 100 years of markets, and things are still moving the way we can predict. One second. Hello, is it audible? Hello, am I audible now? Oh wait. right now it should be good. Can you hear now, guys? Am I clear right now? One sec. Now is it better? Now is the sound better? I don't know why voice is coming low. This is better, right? Okay, all right. So let's start. So this is going to be a lot of things to be proceed. Let's see how much we can cover in one live stream. So first, let's try to understand how the markets have behaved in the past and how we can learn from it. Okay, so let's go to DJI, that is US Dow Jones Industrial Index Fund, which is there for more than hundreds of years. Okay, more than hundreds of years. And again, the day I said it has stopped, hit this 100-year resistance, right? From there it is keeps on falling only. So again, this 100-year TI works perfectly. There is no doubt on that. But we have something more to cover now. A lot of things to discuss. So let's see. First thing is, there is something called roaring 20s. Okay, roaring 20s. What is that? 1914. Okay, not 1914. I think 1908. Which is the year? 1908. Okay, 1908. Remember, from 1908 till 1929, we had a huge pump. Okay, most of the years we pumped good, well, and let's do this thing. Just a sec. Do you guys see some kind of similarity here? Okay. Just a moment. Something is not right. I see. Okay. Let me take it from here onwards. Will that be better? Okay, I think this will also do. Again, this is unlike Bitcoin. It is not going to be one-on-one fit. Okay, it's not going to be the exact fit, but yeah, there is something to look into. Okay, let's see. If you want to see the behavior, okay, so let's start from here. Okay, let me dissect it from this point. me so double top, then a big fall, double top, then a big fall, followed by massive run, followed by massive run, and then a big dump. Okay, so this is the kind of pattern. It happened already with Dow. Okay, one of the funny things, when was our last big crash? uh, so also the years. Okay, let's see the years. So first let me tell you about exactly what is going on. Can someone tell what is this, what was this year? It was 2008, right? Oh, sorry, 1908. Similarly, you can see the 2008, right? So similar crash happened. If you even see double top and crash, you can see double top and crash. Okay, so this same pattern occurs again and again, then it hits this 100-year resistance line and then crashes hard. Okay, then there is something random, something random till here, till this year, till 1997. Where it started? This also started at 1997 and this started at 1897 and this went till 1997, and then again same pattern started repeating very oddly, okay, 100-year cycle, very much valid. See what happened here, hit, fell. See what is happening here, double top, we pumped up, then we fell. So now right now market wise this fall is pending. Okay, so this is what is pending at this moment, and somehow this fall, right, the top bottom, it exactly matches to the trend line till where we can expect the fall to. So going forward, this is something definitely going to happen, and this is 78% fall from the top. Okay, so it's just kind of history repeating itself every 100 year. Even the pandemic fall in 2019, this was 2020, right? 2020 fall, 2008 fall, like you cannot make it up. Like can you make it up? In 2008 we had, as a 1998 we had the crash. 1920, can you see the crash? Same case happened here due to pandemic. That time also there was a pandemic, but that is a different one. 2008 crash, here also 1908 crash. So, now only thing is the timeline change here. Okay, here it went till 29, but now this thing happening is way earlier, around 2021, but the everything structure is same, and it is very likely to have this kind of correction going forward. So this is a 80% correction on stock market, so you can imagine what will happen with crypto and all. I told 13k is the bottom, right? Okay, let's try to get a timeline when it may happen, right? It matches so perfectly, to be honest. December 2020, wait, little bit left I need to do. So it can be till 2023 actually. Okay, it may take entire 2022 and 2023 to bottom, and this bottom can take quite some time. Just and I hate this. Better to do it through code actually. This is very shaky. Okay, this seems a little bit better. So I am trying to basically map these things, but the sideways movements are making problems. Just give me a little time. I want to one-on-one map those events, okay, and I can show you they are happening in tandem. Okay, I will do that little bit later with Pinecode. It's too much manually doing that, but anyway, you can understand the pattern kind of. So now thing is, this pattern, there is one difference. There was this blow up top, which we did not saw in the Dow Jones. We got the rounded top, okay. So there can still be possibility that something like this happens and we fall, but that is very less likely going forward, given I know how the financial gonna work in 2022. So very likely scenario, we are going to fall a lot, okay. So now question is what we can do, and this is so bad. Now question is what we can do, how to use it for our gain. That is a separate thing. So from stock market, this kind of move is expected going forward, okay. DJI. Now let's look at US dollar. DXY. Something extremely odd thing happened there, okay. After the Russian war started, right, US dollar is pumping like crazy. DXY is about to either break out or get rejected from here and fall down. What I am expecting right now is actually it gets rejected from here, it falls, and during this time we will see the last leg up of BTC. That is what I am expecting right now. But just to let you know, what we are seeing is this DXY or US dollar, how it behaved, okay, during the same time, okay. So there was a big fall in DJI, and the time when DJI was crashing, this US dollar was pumping, okay. Right now what I am expecting is something like this to happen. Get rejected, have a fall, take support, breakout. But this breakout of US dollar, whenever happens, right, whenever we saw this kind of big pumps, this was the time when the big fall happened in stock markets. So soon, very soon, we will have this happening, or maybe one last time here. I don't think even till there it will go, most likely here, till here. So one last retracement, then a huge pump of US dollar, and where that coincides with very oddly gold, XAU, USD. So I think you guys got this signal, right? I gave in the group here to buy gold around this 1750 around. I told in the premium group, okay, not to buy gold, basically this gold will give us around 69% from here, I told. So we already got around 10%. and we are yet to get a lot. So those who has gold can keep it. Right now it is going to give a very good breakout. So it made a cup and handle in 10 years, 2010 to 2022, 12 years. Okay, so it is 12 year of consolidation is about to break out. So it is gonna go huge. So gold is definitely something you want to look into, but the point is very odd thing happening. So in past, whenever US dollar used to rise, gold used to fall, gold used to rise, US dollar used to fall. Okay, gold used to rise, stock market used to fall. Right now one thing is clear from here, gold is going to pump a lot. Okay, it had 10 years of consolidation and it is just beginning of a huge breakout. So again, this is also supporting the same narrative, stock market crash, but is one more important thing, let's leave it, and that is this gold is not going to be the driver of the recession, but I think it is going to be US dollar, and pretty oddly the moment today, okay, it is today's special day. Today US dollar pumped huge a lot. Okay, this currencies don't change much in a single day. It pumped a lot today. Let's go today. It hit our resistance, and from here I'm expecting a good amount of fall. Okay, now this 4-5% fall. So whenever, okay, let me tell you this way, why I am getting bullish on Bitcoin in very short term. Again, very short term. Long term I am telling you how big a fall going to happen in stock market. Everything is repeating, and but short term I'm expecting this kind of fall from US dollar, 15%, right? Then had 11%. This time it can have 8%. What happened during these times? Also another thing, just remember this pattern. Okay, double bottom, pump, double bottom, likely to have more pump, but before that this correction you see, right? Just this correction is pending before the big pump. So this will be here. So we are already here at this range. All we need is one last leg down, this one, and then the huge pump, US dollar. Okay, so both gold and US dollar is clearly suggesting a very bad for stocks and crypto in coming months, next few months. But again, why I told it is bullish, this phase is still pending. It has not happened yet, and it has to happen. It just cannot keep on going up. Okay, it has to have this retracement, and this is the retracement. I am banking on where is the fib level. So around this or this, okay, around this 93. So this retracement is pending, and whenever this kind of happens, so just remember this double bottom in then pump, double bottom. If you see BTC now, oddly it is just exact opposite, absolutely exact opposite. Okay, so it made a double top during that time when that guy was making double bottom, and when this DXY is crashing. So let me see if I can do this way. Same chart, let me show you both, so I think then you will get the feel. DXY. So you can follow the cursor in both. I hope you guys can see, right? Yes. American stocks bottomed in, but in very short term. Very short term. Okay? I'm not talking for ultra long time, not talking for months. My strategy is always to exit by March 16th, 17th, around that time, right? So I was hoping, and I'm still hoping, for a big run in just few days, and the reason would be this retracement is. So let's see what happens to US dollar here. Just see, US dollar plunges. Can you see where US dollar started plunging? In the left graph, you guys can see the cursor on both the screen, right? Please someone comment so that I can. You guys can see the cursor on both the graph. See, when my cursor is here, when BTC was $3,000, okay, BTC went up absolute bottom, $3,000. That time US dollar was at absolute top, 104. DXY was at 104. Guys, am I audible? Someone please comment on the YouTube or Telegram. Hello. Okay, audible. All right. So as you can see, so this 2 March, okay, 2020, the day, just see the day Bitcoin made its bottom, US dollar made its top, okay, and after this big pump, it dumped hard, and that time Bitcoin pumped from $3,000 to $41,000, and US dollar dumped from 104 to mere 88, okay. Then what happened? Then bear market started in crypto and Bitcoin fell. But what happened to US dollar? It pumped. So when US dollar pumps, crypto market falls. When US dollar dumps, okay, maybe we can see even past also. Let's see what happened in this time, during this time. This is 2014, okay. Bitcoin topped 9 December 2013. What happened? Bitcoin dumped from $1,000 to $100, 90%. What happened to US dollar? It pumped from $78 to $100. So again you can see exact same thing repeating. When US dollar is pumping, Bitcoin dumped, okay. Now let's see what is happening. US dollar is again pumping hard, so Bitcoin should be dumping, but I have a feeling, which is this feeling, blow up top. Whenever US dollar sees this kind of blow up top, after that it falls and Bitcoin pumps. Again it went to this blow up top, it fell, Bitcoin pumped, and in after that 65k, right, last year in May, US dollar kept pumping, okay. So as a result, we did not see any more extra good pump in Bitcoin, but now it is again going into this zone, which I call blow up top. After that, correction is almost guaranteed, kind of. It has to be there. Correction has to be there, and I am expecting a correction very soon. So if we get this correction, which we must get, I believe we should get this correction, during that time we will have a Bitcoin run, which can take us to that 56k matrix value. Still it is in chart, we got invalidated, but it is still not dead, okay. The value may not be 56, maybe it is lower 50, but that pump is still pending from everything, from US dollar point of view, from gold, okay. So now let's go to gold. So we saw how Bitcoin behaved with US dollar, right? Now let's see how gold behaves with US dollar. Let's see. It will be interesting. Let's go. Boys and girls, let's see. 2008, okay. gold started pumping, the same time dollar was dumping. Gold pumped, dollar dumped. Now here gold topped, gold went to the current value of gold 12 years back, and that time US dollar was at its lowest, that is $73. Okay, just see the matching. Then gold started dumping, US dollar started pumping. So if you see any asset, gold, Bitcoin, etc., or stocks, they all go in the opposite direction of US dollar. Mind it, they play opposite. Now what is happening? Now what is happening is gold just broke out. It wants to go up hard. Okay, gold want to go up hard. That means ideally we would assume US dollar to fall, right? That has not happened yet. So for this gold run to happen, the US dollar also needs to fall for some time. Again, this will be smaller time fall, then again it will pump, but for some time we should see US dollar to fall. And when US dollar falls, so first, actually this is dominated by gold, I would say. So the way it works is, first gold pumps, that time US dollar might be pumping initially, then it starts decreasing. And during that time, not just gold, but Bitcoin and entire crypto market starts pumping. So gold starts generally the pump cycle. Though we don't like gold, this being pretty old, kind of old generation thing, but that generally leads the market. The change of cycles from, so there is this there is something called 8-year cycle, 100-year cycle. These are called depth cycle. So they are fundamental of economy. So the way economy works, there has to be production growth, which we call growth phase. Like for Bitcoin, okay, Bitcoin is not a good idea to tell, it's a Dow Jones, okay. So there first will come a growth phase, growth. But to sustain the growth, right, after some time this growth will saturate. Then people will start taking loan and depth will start building. And from there depth cycle starts. And as depth cycle start here, depth piles up. So the growth comes at the cost of more and more loan. And then the moment something bad happens to the world, when there is an uncertainty, the people who build their companies on loan cannot pay off the loan, dump hard and crash the market. And you can see this 8-year cycle, 2008, okay, 2008, next 2015-16, 2016, 8 years, next 2016 to now we are about to go in. So this crash will continue for some time. So here is something happened in presence of COVID. This depth cycle got little bit shifted, okay. So this 2016 supposed to end at 2024, okay. Every 8 years this is supposed to go, but this COVID crash actually accelerated. So I will show you how I am saying accelerated. So this was 8-year loop. If we would have went like this, okay, 2024 we would be here, okay. But because of this crash, we pumped faster than this linear growth cycle, and we reached this what we are supposed to reach at 2024, we reached now, we reached very soon, 2 years soon, in 2022. And that's why now we are going to see this thing, this 8-year cycle bottom we need to see. So this crash we need to see again, this crash has to repeat again. This is 54%, okay. So from here this crash itself needs 54%, which will come here 14,000, but then again it aligns with the 100-year fall, which will take it to $7,500. But in short term, I next 10 to 15 days there has to be a pump, like everything is pointing towards that, and then that pump will be last pump for this entire year, and that's something I would not want to miss. If it is a big pump, don't think of, okay, again next question is what do you think will happen? Okay, so this is also in a rising wedge. Okay, so this jump is also confirmed only, so there is everything pointing towards the same thing. TA 100 years 8 years cycle, both. So this is the depth cycle of 8 years. Okay, and you can verify it. This was 2008, again 8 year before it was 2000 when the dotcom crash happened. Okay, then 8 year before it was 1992. Okay, around that time we had a crash, not Dow Jones did not have that much impact because it was an industrial crash. This was okay, so this was the dotcom crash. Then 1992 we had, okay, this chart is not there. Okay, Nifty I can show most likely, Nifty 50. So Nifty follows the global market. Okay, so can 1992 there has to be a crash every 8 years. See, 1992 we crashed 56%. So every 8 years this crash happens, unless something happens in between, which happened. That's 2020 created the fall. Again, this Nifty you can see, right, exactly where TA wise I picked the top. I gave the signal in stock venture. We are about to fall from here. It is the top. We fell a lot, right? We fell 12% and much more to come. So this index fund falling 12% is huge. Just understand. Index fund falling 12% means many stocks falling 50-60%. Okay, so many people will be telling you buy the dip, buy the dip. You know where it is coming. This is going here. A 38% more correction. So definitely not going to buy the dip. At least not now. Till at least here it has to fall. The Indian market is bullish, much more bullish than the US market. But again, it has to fall. It also follows this 8-year depth cycle. Okay. So no matter which market you choose, this 8-year depth cycle is fixed. And Indian market is not mature enough. It doesn't have 100 years data. But all other places where has 100 years. Okay. US we saw. Maybe we can saw France. I was checking the entire world. Okay. Every place we saw this 100-year cycle. So this 8-year cycle, 100-year cycle, you cannot escape. And this is not just kind of coincidence. This happens for a specific reason. But why it is exactly the number of years matches, that is again matrix, I would say. Why it has to be that way. But the reason is simple. So initially, after a huge crash, okay, those companies who were able to save themselves, who didn't, so what happens during these crashes, companies who are not making money, who were like just kind of, just imagine them as a seed coins, who has no utility, right? After this kind of crash, no one gonna invest there because they are already zero. Those companies would be bankrupt. So very few companies lives or survives a recession or this kind of crash, and those who remains are the best companies. You can, and they increases productivity at a huge rate, and that's why you see this pump. But it saturates. They cannot just keep on growing and keep on growing, right? They needs corrections, and their productivity also slows down and saturates at some time. So you can only make a, say, 1 million iPhone, 1 billion iPhone. There is only 8 billion people in the world. You can, and say out of them, say 1 billion people actually buys phone. So you can only sell phone to 1 billion people, right? You cannot sell anymore. So that will saturate after some time. So that once the saturation comes, they try to go into some other fields also to show some growth, and to do so they start taking debt or loans. And as they start taking loans, this loan will hit. They will not be able to survive and it will fall. So this loan they started taking, the moment uncertainty comes, crashes, because they have to pay loan immediately, else they know they can go bankrupt. So this cycles has to happen. And in 100-year what happens? So when there is a smaller 8-year correction cycle, right? Okay, let me come back to the normal one. When we have this 8-year correction cycles, okay, there is a problem with this. What is the problem with this 8-year correction cycles? The problem is the problem with the 8-year cycle is sometimes it's not that drastic crash, and maybe some people still survive in loan. But when the remaining, right, this loan remainder passes generation to generation, and as this loan remainder keeps adding up after every 8-year cycle, that finally adds up and results in a big correction every 100-year. So there were a lot of 50% corrections, right? But this 80% correction came after it peaked all this. Similarly, we had a lot of 50% correction in the way, but now we again peaked and we need this correction. This exact correction is needed here. This exact correction. So finally this is again the time for that correction. So this is to take care of, in this 100 years, a small depth cycle added up and made a bigger super bubble depth, which needs to be crashed. So overall this year is going to be best opportunity to jump in, not jump in, basically, yeah, entry opportunity also we can say. What is wrong with this? What are these two? So I hope you can see, right, they exactly matches kind of behavior. So what I am expecting right now is this crash to happen definitely, but there has to be one last leg up, one last final leg up before that crash happens, and that has to happen in next 15-20 days. And if we see BTC now, BTCUSD, okay, again BTC also in rising waves, okay, so it also needs huge corrections. But what I'm more interested in here is what I'm more interested in also, if you see the RSI, okay, let's go to weekly RSI. We have almost bottomed, and next 3 weeks or 2 weeks, so you can see this acted as a bottom for too many times in past, RSI wise. But not just that, we are seeing triangular support also. So here onwards I am expecting to see this pump, and then this so this is still pending, and it is not going to take time. This is going to come in 14 March, 21st March. By 21st March it has to come. So it doesn't have much time left to do this move, okay. So maybe just 2 weeks, but this has to happen. So Bitcoin wise also we see this pump is pending, this one. This will possibly go to here 52k. I I'm hopeful for 56, the matrix number, but right now it is more of a 52k is what I feel like, 50 to 52k range, based on the amount of time we are left with. Okay, again, if we break out of this, we can go to 56k. We can go, but again, less chances at this moment, I would say, pretty less chances, given the amount of time we are left. Again, not zero chances. Bitcoin can go 7k, 8k in one day, you have seen. So there is nothing to be surprised on. But yeah, so somewhere here I am expecting it to bottom, maybe here 39k. Okay, maybe somewhere here we will bottom, or maybe here this line is at 38k around. Then I am expecting, or maybe already we are bottom, and then I am expecting to see this last pump till 52k. Okay, so this will be the last pump kind of for entire next few months, I can say next 5 to 6 months. Again, we can always short, so for us it is not a problem. But US stock market wise also, I am expecting a retest of this value, which we should see in next few months, or maybe even retest to this value, or yeah, I think this will be the value we will retest to most likely in next few weeks. So this is the last pump I am waiting for to take advantage of, and from there onwards we will see some insane dumps happening around the world, and the bottom buyers will be millionaires. So this huge dump, okay, I believe there will be more dump, not just this. So we can fall till even here, okay, but at least till here is very likely. Then maybe some retracement, then fall more, retracement, fall more. So maybe something like this you would see. Okay. At the last, I think. Okay, so something like this can happen. So that is our past stock market performance wise, how we can see likely to happen going forward. Okay, so let's see if you guys have any question, then I will talk a little more. Any question, guys? Mutual funds are not good. No stock, no crypto is going to be good during this time. Gold will be, gold and other metals like copper, silver, they will be doing good during this time. I don't expect any stock or crypto to be doing good during this time. Mutual fund also no, because they are finally nothing but Indian stocks, right? So yeah, the expectation going forward, unless something changes fundamentally. So again, this 8-year, 100-year cycles are not created by Indians or Indian stock market. Indian stock market is not old enough. Okay? They are created by US stock market. And unless something fundamentally changes in US stock market, this has to follow. This 100-year fall has to come, and this 8-year correction is also supposed to come. And everything aligning exactly on 2022 to happen. let's see how it plays out. But yeah, so question will be, where do you invest, right? For 6 to 9 months next, right? I will not tell anyone to invest in anything. You have to do trading. And stock market wise also, I am again short term, I am very bullish. We have to see a pump, but again after that we will see this huge crashes. So if you are thinking from long term perspective, no, you don't need to invest, but short term you can gain some 15-20% in a day. So those, why would you want to miss it? So that's the point. Again, I want to be completely realistic. Okay, it doesn't matter whether market is going to fall or pump. Okay, finally what is gonna happen is you can short also, you can long also. So for you, market direction doesn't matter, all you need is volatility. Market should be moving a lot, and that we are still getting. I don't know how long, but yeah, that is one thing. Yes, so exact same thing happened with S&P 500 also, right? Exact top I told you guys, and from there it is falling. So this 100-year resistance, right, whenever it hits, it's a 100-year correction, and no one can stop it, kind of. Like, this fall has to happen so far based on previous 100 years cycles. So now question is, what happens to US dollar now will be important. I want it to get rejected here and come down here to provide us last pump in Bitcoin and stock market, and then US dollar goes to skyrocket and Bitcoin and other assets dumps. Gold can again keep pumping during recession. There is no reason for gold to fall. It generally performs very well during recessions. US dollar and gold during recessions, they are kind of survives, other things falls. So we will have to prepare for that. There is a lot of things. So DeFi I will provide. So the premium people who are into premium, you will get to know about the best way to. I will similar view I will share with respect to first bear markets, just like I am sharing you with stock market overall how it is working, and after that I will talk about this stable coin, how you can use DeFi to make a lot of profit from it. Okay. Any questions from you guys? Please let me know in the comment. Stable coin, DeFi, gold. These are the two would be best I can think of. And US dollar also. If you don't even buy US stocks but you keep in USD, right, you can still make money. USDT. Even stable coins by itself will pump against other currencies. So right now $1 USDT costs 70 rupees, say. It will cost you 100 rupees maybe after 2 years. So even keeping money in USDT can still make you money. And then when you add DeFi on top of it, it will be the best. So bear market, only solution is DeFi. You can trade, but till a particular time. After that, maybe trading will be halted, or short will have very huge funding rate, then your profit will stop. So yeah, you can always short, scalp, trade for few days, swing trade you can take always. So that is always an option. So those of you are traders, you can always make huge gains from trading. but those of you who are investment type, you cannot invest this time. You have to go for DeFi, not buy DeFi coins, but actual use of DeFi, which I will cover in a premium workshop this month. Okay. Any other question, guys? Okay. If no question, I will stop it here. Thanks all for joining.